Too blank to begin with. This community come together in a very broad sort of a vision of this one guy named Tu Lee. He is a disabled person. He's a landmine survivor. He has been a former soldier for almost 30 years. He said that he feel discriminated, he feel isolated, he feel ignored by the government in Cambodia. He need to find a place to settle and to bring people with common problem. So he found Vial Thom, which is jungle. Vial Thom means, in translation, mean open field. And he keep looking for where the open field is. When he spotted on the map, he could never find the open field. It has to be some land that he need to clear, some land that the people that he's going to bring to the village need to clear. So he started to live there with 5 other people after he did survey. And shortly after that, he's got 227 families to resettle in this area. And each of them received 2 hectares of land.
The McMahon Center Abilities Activists is a nonprofit foundation that is committed to the belief that people have a unique range of abilities that may go unrecognized as individuals are confronted with disability or life challenges. We are committed to providing support to organizations that help people with disabilities develop their skills so that they can achieve more independence and productivity in their lives. And so I began the search for an organization who could help us in this quest. As I searched, I came across the World Rehabilitation Fund. They had already had a history of working with landmine victims in 3 nations: Mozambique, Sierra Leone, and Cambodia. And so, in my dialogue with my colleagues at World Rehab Fund, I knew that we would have allies here.
So the PACE project is poverty alleviation through community empowerment. And it's a project that's based on a methodology called Success Case Replication, SCR. And it's a model that relies on peer-to-peer training. So for instance, through informal apprenticeships, someone with a skill shares his or her skill with someone who's looking to build their skills for employment and income generation.
We locate a successful entrepreneur. We tell them what the project is. Would they be interested in providing training to someone that needs skills? They have the motivation, they want to learn, they're interested in that particular area, such as soy milk production or clay jar making, hair cutting. We match them up. They might be in neighboring villages. We do a market assessment to make sure that by training another person in the same area, we won't be hurting the trainer's business. That's the last thing we want to do. As part of their agreement to the project, once they complete their training and have started up their own business with support with a grant from the project, they will train others.
But one thing that we will reintegrate them into the outside community, because when they have product to sell, the field workers will connect them with the markets outside of their village. In fact, one of the community leaders this morning said that in 5 years, I want this place to be a tourist attractive site. And we asked him, what do you mean? He said, well, we have nature, we have thrive to arrive at this achievement from bare hand and with limbs and with no capital startup. And in 5 years, they wanted to show them that we can do it.
There are still issues with water. They are able to tap into water for clean water, but there is a lack of clean water supply. There are issues with food security. Right now, the community is able to produce 50% of its needs for food. There are also issues with education. The community is set off of the National Route 4, and it's an incredibly hilly, rocky, muddy road. And to a great degree, access to the main road will determine their economic independence.
Unemployment's high. When you have high unemployment in a country, to get people with disabilities through the door is even a greater challenge because the general population is also unemployed. And once they're able to walk again, the thing that they want most is a job. The best leg in the world's not going to put food on their table. It's not going to feed their kids. If you have a person that has a disability and they can't work and they need constant care, usually the caretaker is also removed from the workforce. So now you have two people that could potentially work and be productive citizens that probably dream about that can't. And actually, success case replication is extremely cost effective. Skills training in a vocational setting, which is also essential for countries to have, but the cost per person are pretty high. The cost per person in the success case replication methodology are very low, and it has an exponential impact because others will be trained as a result.
Well, there's a saying in Cambodian, which is similar to a saying in English proverb, that if you give a person meat to eat every day, he would never learn how to hunt. But if you show him how to hunt and you show him where to hunt, he would eat meat every day. So in Khmer, ឲ្យសាច់ម្ដុំរាល់ថ្ងៃគេស៊ីរាល់ថ្ងៃប៉ុន្តែបើបង្ហាញព្រៃគាត់នឹងស៊ីសាច់នោះរាល់ថ្ងៃឲ្យសាច់មួយថ្ងៃ sorry ឲ្យសាច់មួយថ្ងៃគេនឹងស៊ីមួយថ្ងៃបើបង្ហាញព្រៃហើយនឹងបង្ហាញរបៀបបាញ់សត្វគេនឹងស៊ីសត្វនោះរាល់ថ្ងៃ